on the eco rounds, Sean Gers would try and tell Shroud where to go. He made it his focal point to get Shroud eco kills, to get him confident, to get him in the matchup. So you can try and, you know, artificially force it, that confidence, to try and build it up, obviously. But enough of that, let's go into the present.
Yeah, we are on into the game already, so it is going to be Enclave on that T side and immediately pushing on towards B with these Glocks. We'll see what Shiki can do about this one. He's already going to be taken down there. That's first kill of the game going the way of Dances, and now Whisk in a 1v1 with Astro. He's going to be taken out as well, and this is not a great start to things for Enclave. As Wind and Rain managed to get the bomb down. 4 versus 3 now.
Let's take a look at it then. 3 versus 3 now. Shaney chimes in with a second frag as well. So at least there's something here to work with for Enclave as they make their march in. No defuse, so time is of the essence. The next frags come in, down to the 2 versus 2.
This could be beautiful right now. Cray is going to go down the Shaney now. Last man remaining. It looked pretty good for a while there. If you can find headshots, it could be something amazing, but rightly so. They just hide behind the corners. Nice little pop off there. I don't think he's going to be able to get this defuse though. Astro is going to be waiting in the wings. Oh, he's not checking it. This is going to be the defuse coming through. Shaney managing to pull it off. 1v2. That was a beautiful start to things for Enclave.
Well, I mentioned before, a must-win CT round, essentially. The reason being is because Enclave, you know, the way I said in the prelude, Munchables, was this CT side from Enclave may struggle. The reason being is you've got the lesser experienced players, harder to hold. It's as if they're grouping up as a 5-man unit and the other players can, you know, cut the slack for the others. The T side from Wind and Rain is going to be crucial. You know, usually when the bomb's planted, Munch, in the pistol round, you'd save into round number 2, and then you'd buy the AKs in round number 3. Look at the confidence gleaming from Wind and Rain. Straight into round number 2, grouping up outside ramp. They've gone for the force by 2 AKs onto Link and Fry, the players that I set up as well. Coming into this matchup, let's see if they can deliver though, as they make their march up through ramp, all down to Trials.
Here we go, first engage coming on through, but it's going to be Link managing to get a go. A couple of players were dinked pretty heavily though, and that is going to be followed up on. Look at that from Shaney, 3 kills immediately. Suddenly, only 2 members remain from Wind and Rain. That is going to be another trade either side. Astro pushing up through connector here. He's looking for Whisk. He's not going to find it. Headshot comes through, and it's a second round for Enclave.
My goodness. A 5 versus 3 suddenly changed into a 2 versus 3 in favor of the CT side. Shaney with a massive 3k down towards ramp. Obviously nearly connected to the 4th spray as well into the low player towards Tetris, but still did far more than enough into that round for his team. Gets it to 2-0. Going to force out the eco as well. This is the crucial thing, Munch. Last round, 2 players survived. The money isn't going to be stellar. They're not going to have a, you know, established or robust economy. Versus the eco, it's crucial now we see them have 4 or 5 staying alive, and they need to farm up cash with these SMGs.
Here we go, that might just be about to happen. 2 go down to Lumji, and now Fry manages to take that 1 kill. Trials, he doesn't know where to look, he's not sure which direction he's gonna go for the spray. We'll finally get that one, and that's Shaney rounding everything out. They kept 4 alive, and even Lumji that went down, he got 2 kills with the SMG, so they're gonna be okay for cash.
Yeah, look at the difference now that's made to their economy. They've all been able to absorb the round win bonus because they don't need to rebuy armor, don't need to rebuy their weaponry, don't have to rebuy utility as well, or defuse kits, you name it. $5,000 there for 2 players. If they lose this round, they still have something to work with. They won't be fully reset, at least. But fast play towards mid, it seems, coming out from Wind and Rain. Round number 4, and aggression in towards mid from Lumji.
Here we go, Lumji. Very, very aggressive position, as you say. But the AK's across the board here for Wind and Rain, so if they can be on point with those headshots, if they can get those first bullets in, this definitely could be a Wind and Rain round. This could be the point at which they manage to turn things on their head.
Let's see, though. Grouping up. Are they going to flash the angles? Smoke comes out towards the top of middle, but Cray finds the first, actually, towards window. Coming in towards top mid as well as Fry. Dances all connect their shots. 5 versus 2 suddenly. All in the blink of an eye. We see a massive advantage now for Wind and Rain, and the issue was there for Enclave. There's no flash top middle. You take these duels, and if you lose them, it's very easy to snowball that advantage for Wind and Rain.
Yeah, and that kind of aggressive defense being punished. Link finds one as well. Headshot straight through there, and now Whisk suddenly finds himself all alone on the server. No teammates to talk about, and well, the bomb is going to go down. This will be a Wind and Rain round, and I think Whisk is just going to do his very best to try and hold on to that rifle, try and hold on to that armor. But I'm sure in a couple of minutes' time, we could well see Wind and Rain trying to hunt this player down.
Yeah, it goes both ways, really. This is the first win of a round for Wind and Rain, remember, so their money isn't exactly, you know, something to write home about. So their money's going to be fairly low as it is. Do you risk losing AKs for the chance you try and take Whisk's M4 away? You can see they're playing very passive here. The reason being is they don't want to give away their weapon, actually. Yes, you can hunt for Whisk's gun, but it's risk versus reward. What do you risk? You take a gun out Whisk, but they can still buy versus
Is
the
Whisk
reward.
worth the risk?
Hey, maybe.
That is the question. Looks like the answer is no this time. They are just going to be saving their weapons. They get the round in the bag, though. That's the key thing here. So Wind and Rain, they're going to be feeling good with that one. And like we've been talking about, nobody died on Wind and Rain. So they get to just completely absorb that win bonus. They're going to be able to have all of that money to sit back on. And this is the replay of just that huge mid-take that we saw coming on through. 3 kills just went down immediately. And that was kind of already the round over. Double up, though, coming through for Enclave.
I like this. I like this. We know that Wind and Rain are going to be playing very confident. What do the Orbs do? They're very good versus contact plays where players face without flashbangs, where players go for contact plays, they walk up, they take duels, they take challenges. And the Orbs are so good at countering that, but are they going to be able to counter a fast play out through ramp? Or towards B short as well, as Whisk may get a glimmer here.
There we go. Oh, nice shot from Shaney just to open things up here. So Enclave found themselves an advantage, and Lumji's going to find one as well, but only suddenly we end up in a 2 versus 2. Kills going left and right here. It's going to be Trials and Cheeky, but Trials only with a CZ. He's up against these AKs. This is not a pretty fight for him. Looks like he wants to take a peek, but we'll see. He is going to be punished by Dancy's there. Now Cheeky suddenly finds out that he's the last man standing, does have the up, so if he can find a long-distance battle, maybe he can make this round work for himself, but the bomb is about to go down once they're sure that no one's on the site.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how paranoid they are about Shiki coming from ramp. Bomb. Planted towards default. Remember now it's planted as well for CT, so bomb is planted for Fry. It's going to be very hard for Sheik to have a chance in this one, but he may be risking it. Has a defuse kit, 5 extra seconds to work with now.
Here we go. Let's see if we can find anything with this AWP. He is going to go for it, which, you know, oh, nice little shot there. But Fry is going to punish him. Doesn't check CT, unfortunately, and there's going to be an AWP going over the way of Wind and Rain as well. So 2 rounds going their way now, which is a very nice position. I mean, you can see in terms of cash, they're feeling fantastic, and with an AWP in that lineup as well. Astro should go for a Mac 10, despite obviously you can afford an AK if you wanted it, but deciding the SMG is the way forward, predicting that eco.
Yeah, there's 2 ways about it, right? You can use the Mac 10 to stack up cash, apologies, but also you can use the Mac 10 as a vessel to gain information. Think of it this way, right? What happens if the CTs kill Astro and they find a Mac 10? Who cares? A Mac 10 and an unarmored CT player, it's not really going to do much. But there he is, comes out first, gets the information, spots 3 players here, and instantly you can see the reaction there. As Wind and Rain going to make the recall now to come back towards T-Spawn. Probably going to go up middle. That'd be a smart call to make. Take the long-range duels versus the USPs and the ones he said there from Shiki. But now, a Mac 10 in the arsenal for the CT side, but what's it really going to do? Doesn't really make too much of a difference. As now Wind and Rain take the long-range duels, come out towards mid, and they can split towards B short. They can go in towards connector. This could still be their round.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, in terms of firepower, they definitely still have the advantage despite being a man down. Tag going through onto Link, but not too much damage taken there. As Fry going to push up through connector. They're looking to take control of jungle. We'll be able to do so with a nice, easy headshot there. Looking for a wallbang as well. It's actually going to be Cray that manages to get it in the end. And now complete site control here. Just Astro going down way back at the start of the round. And now maybe a retake from Shiki and Whisk. They're going to go for it. They don't have much weaponry on their side, but that also means they don't have much to lose going for a play like this.
Oh, comes in towards stairs. Link is low, remember, so 1 shot, but yeah, taking Jules versus Link, not really the best decision to make. Oh, this is big, actually. Whoa. Right. 1 frag with that Mac 10. 1 frag of the Mac 10 is $600, remember. $600 is a Molotov, it's a smoke flashbang, it's a defuse kit flashbang, plus gets his little pause as well on the AK, so that's extra money saving. This could even, this literally could mean an AWP in the next round, all because of that 1 play. Let's take a look. 3.7k, they've lost 2 rounds, so the round loss bonus next will be 2.4k, so we should have what, 6,100? Yeah, there you go, $6,100.
Quick
maths. He can now drop over an AWP, all off the back of that play.
Yeah, fantastic stuff, and he will do exactly that. So, very strong play coming out from Whisk. Just waiting for that situation to occur, taking it with both hands, and now he's set up Shaney to have a miracle round. On the other side, though, he is going to be against Dancy's, also with that AWP.
This is a good play from Wind and Rain. You can see setting up now for smokes towards the A side. This is going to basically render the AWP completely useless. AWPs, I said, are good versus contact plays, versus dry peaks. They're not good versus utility here much. The smokes are going to block off his vision. The flashbangs as well should blind them. But maybe if Trials is too close to the ramp, will it work out? He peaks too prematurely.
That was close. I'm not sure if he saw Fry there or not. I feel like he did. It's just going to drop a smoke, but he's actually going to be taken out by Fry. Lumji is next up, but he's fully blinded. Needs to wait for that to fade before he can do anything, but he's just trapped down. It is going to be Shaney going down. The AWP has fallen, and now the spray from Lumji trying to make something happen, but he can only get one, and it's traded immediately. 4 men now on the site. This is surely a wind and rain round. Need to see something miraculous there, but it's not going to happen. Shiki suddenly finds himself alone again.
Well, pathetic fallacy there. Fails jump towards the window, sets it up perfectly. Describes that round as they thought for a second they could build up their momentum back into this one, but it all falls short. 1 versus 4 now. No defuse kit, just got a smoke to work with. As the M4 that's going to maybe save them into the next round, the CT side still get their round loss bonus, even if the bomb isn't defused. I know that doesn't really make sense, but T side, if the bomb isn't planted, you gain no round loss bonus. So there's a lot of the times where the Ts try and die before the clock ends for that exact reason. But Shiki playing it patiently behind the TV. Oh, the timing. Oh.
Yeah,
there you have it.
That is unfortunate. He's going to get one to the head from Fry. Fry had a great round just then as well, managing to really make some work happen. Already with 10 frags on the server, so really, really good stuff to see Fry stepping up like this. But it means that Wind and Rain now starting to get a few rounds on the trot, and you can see that their money is reflecting that 10,000 in Dante's pocket with an AWP in hand as well. That is a great place to be.
Yeah, I mean, they've won every single buy round so far. 4 rounds in a row. I said the pistol is going to make a massive difference for Enclave, because if they had lost that pistol, Munch, this could be a 7-0 already. The CT side from Enclave, I just don't see it having what it's required, right? Playing that A site, playing towards middle, playing towards B. This is a team that has been pracking for months now. This is a team that has all this momentum behind them in Premier. On Mirage, they played versus Flipside. You know, that's a great demo to go back and watch. You lose 60-13. You basically get shown your mistakes.
Oh,
my goodness.
Doesn't care about the jump peak. He's got the reactions.
Well, Shiki's been dealt with a dish of reality. Used to actually play with Dances and me. Me, Dances, and Shiki used to be in a team together with Shaney as well, actually. Funny story. But enough of the history and into the present. It's going to be a 5 versus 4. Here is the quality bike out from Enclave, so we can't read into it too much. But right now for Wind and Rain, it's all about having some clean rounds and getting to that big 5.
Lumji's found himself a rifle, so maybe he can make something work with that. Even if he's not looking for a round win, just maybe try and deny one of these AWPs from getting through into the next round. Just try and hurt the economy in any way you can. Here we go, Shaney with the deagle. Doesn't find the headshot though, and the other 2 CTs are on the way. Lumji did find one with his AK. He's already on 2 kills for the round. I think we'll drop the bomb in the end. Trials has a deagle as well, or he did have a deagle before Astro took him straight off the server, and Lumji, I don't think he's going to try and make too much happen here. 1 HP. That is going to be the sign to leave the situation. Get on out of there and just hold on to that AK.
Indeed, obviously. If he saves here, going to save himself, what, $3,100 worth of investment. Obviously, doesn't have to buy an M4 into the next round. Obviously, the AK 1-bullet headshot does bring more firepower. So it is all positives if he does save into round number 9. But nevertheless, though, 5 rounds already for Wind and Rain, and for Enclave, they need to put up a fight soon. You know, there's been no resistance really on these buy rounds. It's been a 2 versus 1, 5 versus 3s. If you remember, on the force buy round from Wind and Rain, when they only had 2 AKs, and even that was a 5 versus 3 that was saved by Shaney, essentially. But this is the round then, round number 9. This is where it could all fall short for Enclave. They have to build up something now, because if they don't, 6-3, 7-3, when you factor in the eco in the next round as well, it's going to start getting quite out of hand here for Enclave. And I want to see something, some aggression, some information gathering, something smart where we can put our money behind them.
Have to see what's going to go down here. This could be, not only is there a lot of pressure on this round, but actually, if they can pull this one off, that will be a huge kind of momentum boost for them. That will really set them up to start to feel a little bit more confident on the server. Because, we've seen some good shots coming out. We've seen some good plays from both Whisk, Lumji. We've seen really good stuff. We just need to see it more consistently. And maybe this is the round where they can start things going positively. See Astro moving on towards this B site, just taking control of the ladder room for now. See where they go with this. Yeah,
basic mid control here from Wind and Rain. They have connector control. Now got CPL control as well. And they have a player in pallets, so they can go for a B split, they can go for an A split. We may see, either Cray or Link go for a 1 versus 1 towards the A site. But you can see now Cray departing the B apartments, coming in now back towards T-spawn. It's going to be the A play. They can have 2 towards ramp, 3 towards mid through connector, or a boost in towards window potentially as well. But Dancy is with the bomb and the AWP as well. I mean, the AWP running up through connector, not really the best position for it. It's much better for the AWP just to hold towards CT, hold those long-ranged angles. But they have a smoke towards ramp, so they can smoke CT if they want to, and slowly but surely make their mark now on towards A as the push comes in towards connector. 20 seconds left. It's down to the wire.
Oh, Trials starting things off strong, though, for the side of the CTs now. Astro pushing in towards CT spawn. We'll see. It's just been traded so far, but there is a nice little shot from Shaney. Two of his teammates fall in the meantime, though. We need to see something really beautiful from Shaney here if he's going to keep this round going for the side of Enclave. Does get some help from a teammate. Lumjay stepping in to make things happen right here. Dancy's right on the front line. What a shot, but he is going to be punished. Shaney suddenly finds himself alone because Fry has arrived on the scene, and he is not messing around right now. Shaney, we need to... Oh, no, taken down from behind. He thought he had another second. He thought he had more time to play with, but Fry with a 3K sets that round up for success.
Wow. 1 versus 2 there from Fry. Found the first player towards the CT ticket booth, gets the last one onto Shaney as well. Smart play as well. I think what he did was, he threw the Molotov and he peeked with the Molotov, because what usually happens is, a player would throw the Molotov and then hide. Obviously you think, okay, the CTs can't defuse. But he threw the Molotov knowing that Shaney would be pulling a smoke out, pulling a flashbang out. He peeks up, catches Shaney off guard, and claims the 6th round out for Wind and Raiders. Now they're going once again towards the A sides. They're just battering down the doors here at A.
Yeah, absolutely. Trials is going to be pushed on out by that molly in the end. Fry finishes them off. But this should be a pretty simple round for them. Shaney has got that AWP once again. He's got glass cannon fully here, but Dancy's takes one. That's going to be... No, he didn't go down in the end. He managed to survive so little HP, and this actually is going to be the CTs. What just happened? Link now suddenly finds himself alone. He can't believe his eyes before him. AK in hand, though. Health bars aren't too good for Enclave. This could still happen somehow, but surely they can finish him off. They now know where he is. Will be finished off by Shaney. He got 2 for Whisk and 1 for Shiki. What a round from Enclave. That was exactly what they needed.
3 players surviving as well, which means their money won't be fully reset if they lose this one. 3.5k there for Shiki, 3,300 for Whisk, and 4,400 for Shaney. So they lose this round. 3 of the players can still buy M4s. They'll have a decent buy. So if the full reset comes in, it won't be the worst possible scenario. But flashbang. Oh, I like that flash actually. Really nice flash coming up from ramp towards middle. Never seen that one before. But already in towards connector. It's going to be a fast A split here on the cards. Let's see if they can pull this one off. Once again towards the A side. But already, Lumjay finds the first frag. 5 versus 4.
Yeah, Enclave starting this one off nicely for themselves. Fry going to be the next one to push on through towards jungle. Shaney has the AWP. Isn't going to be able to find the shot, though. And actually, that's 2 gone down. Fry is having the couple of rounds of his life right now. Whisk coming in from the side. He's got into jungle, but there's Fry once again. He's not letting any of these rounds through. Is finally going to go down. Shiki wants to make something happen and actually gets a second kill. Looking for the wallbang, can't quite connect those shots. But actually, only 2 terrorists remain. While the bomb is down, this is still very doable for Shiki if he can find those shots. That AWP in Dancy's hand, though, that is going to be a real problem.
He has no idea. Dancy's gone back towards CT as well. 1 versus 2. Has a Molotov, but no smoke. If he could smoke the bomb, maybe try and find a 1 versus 1. There'd be a chance, but... Ooh, scared about Palace from behind.
Yeah.
Much like Vexed. They backstab him. And it goes 4 to 7. Inside banter. Anyway, 3 round advantage now for Wind and Raiders. We're going to round number 12. That's Enclave now. Dish the... well, dish serve cold, really. The reset comes in. $2,000, $3,000 across the board of the Enclave players. So I said before, they had some cash to work with, but instead of investing into this round, they're going to save, going for the buy into round number 13. It might signal a double AWP setup, because obviously you save the extra round for the better weaponry. And if they do that, is it really going to work? I'm not sure. Well, I guess we're going to find out shortly, nevertheless. 1 minute, 35 seconds left on the clock. Wind and Rain. Nice and fast once again towards connector. This is the hotspot here in Mirage.
Yeah, this is where Fry seems to just be completely at home in connector. Shaney waiting around with his deagle. He wants to find Dancy's. Knows he's up there somewhere. Shiki has gone down already to start things off. Fry not pushing in just yet, waiting for that smoke to dissipate. And I think he's going to go for some shots right now. And he already found Lumjay for himself. And I mean, Fry is just playing so confidently, and rightly so as well. Oh, Shaney, though, with a nice little 1-dig straight onto Dancy's. That's the AWP down. That's a big financial dint just from a singular bullet right there. 3 members still remain, though, on the side of the CTs. But as I say that, Fry finds himself a second kill. now pushes on towards this A site, and you've got Trials in Palace, but with a CZ, I don't think that's going to be enough to take on these 4 members. This should be a nice, easy plant. He is on the right side, though, so maybe something could happen, but it's a long shot for sure. Finds one headshot for himself. Oh, almost finished Fry as well, but he will get turned on. And that is going to be the end of that round. Wind and Rain now with 8 in their pocket, just 3 left in the half.
Well, Wind and Rain now doubling the scoreboard in terms of what Enclave put up so far. 8-4, and
there's the double up.
My goodness, double ops, but also only 1 buy round has been won so far from Enclave, and it wasn't even a full buy round. Remember, that was CZ's, a Deagle as well. So what stock can you really put behind Enclave? You're not going to be putting the money on them in this buy round as well. The rounds they've won have been with pistols, in the pistol round itself, versus the ecos from Wind and Rain, and when they had the upset round of the CZs, you know, these buy rounds have been lackluster now. Wind and Rain going to be exploiting that. Once again, Link wins the first duel towards Palace. Now 5 versus 4, once again, the advantage in court here for Wind and Rain.
Yeah, that is really bad news for Enclave to have already lost a member when you're investing in the round. Lumji goes down as well. That is going to be so much pressure onto the AWP. Whisk just already alone on this. That was just a beautiful execute coming on through. But Whisk does find one for himself, so he's trying to make things happen, but Fry answers it. As soon as they know where you are, when you're that heavily outnumbered, it's just a hopeless situation. At least they managed to get 1 member down, but I mean, look at the cash. It really doesn't even impact anything.
Yeah, I mean, $12,000.
Can we just talk about the fact that Fry currently has 22 kills? No one else on his team is even on 10. That is an obscene score differential. Fry's playing out of his mind.
My goodness, I think he's got more frags than 3 of his teammates combined. Anyway, push coming towards mid. Fry desperately trying to get to 25 kills in 1 half, or even maybe 30, let's see.
That would be mental.
He's known for his fragging capability. Words are hard much, aren't they? Fragging
really
capability. Don't know why that word was such a struggle, but maybe Enclave can help me out on struggles. 10-4, 6 round deficit so far. Final round here, I mean, I said a 16-9, 16-10, and that was, well, actually, I predicted a 16-10 because I said I was going to go 8-7, yeah.
That was assuming Enclave was T-side,
starting
right?
T, yeah. I mean, at this point, Wind and Rain, if they make this 11-4 and win the second half pistol, this could be a 16-4 munch. This could be a very fast first map here. But that's what we like here at ESL UK. We do love the easy ones. Push is coming in towards the B side potentially as the Molotov will be delaying Wind and Rain's assault just for a few seconds now, but Whisk in front of the smoke may be causing damage. But let's see. As basically this all goes into a slumber now as they wait for the smoke to fade. But once it does, disc? Disc? Wow.
You're really on the struggle bus right now.
I know.
Definitely relate to Enclave.
Hey,
well,
he's learning. He's learning. I like it.
The push comes on in. It's time for Whisk to step up right now, but it's not happening. Astro's on the scene. Already takes that headshot, and now the rest of the players will filter on through. Let's see what they've got. Fry looking for another one, and he will be able to find it. Just padding those stats even more. 10 HP remaining on him, but you know, with the AWP, not exactly the ideal retake weaponry. Fry gets another one. And realistically...
Said that a lot. Fry gets another one, and another one. Oh, eventually we'll be taken down, so they have tamed the beast. Well, bomb is planted, no defuse gear for the CT side, but Shaney steps in as well. 2 versus 3.
There we go, this is still possible. Maybe going to make me eat my words about talking about the AWP there, but Astro is going to shut him down, and there's Cray to round it out as well. So AWP will be picked up as well, but that was the last round of the half. So 11-4 for Wind and Rain. This is...
yeah. I mean, what'd you say? What'd you say? No buy-round victory for Enclave on their CT side. They won the pistol, they won versus the force buy, and they won when they had the force buy of their, well, the quasi buy of their own. They didn't win around when they had AWPs. They didn't win around when they had AWPs and M4s and utility. Yeah. You know, this. You know, I said it before. I don't want to be harsh to Enclave. You know, love Sheik, love Shane, love the boys and all that, but sometimes you have to be truthful. And one of the true points is what happens if they were in the same group as the Luminary GG, same group as the Pat's Money Crew. Remember, Pat's Money Crew took wins versus Endpoint, took wins versus Epiphany Bolt with Thomas and Dom and Wolfie. But at least now for Enclave, I believe this is their set 5, so maybe, just maybe, the reasons for the poor results have been the fact there's been roster struggles and roster changes, so I want to see Shiki at the top again. I want to see Shiki doing well. I want to see Lumji and Shani, you know, with a resurgence in the scene. But right now, it's all about these boys who are making all the noise, Wind and Rain. But let's see. Footsteps towards Palace. Here it comes.
The defense is on for Cray, but not for very long, because Shani's found the first headshot of the round, and already things look pretty good for Enclave. They're trying to make their way onto the site, trying to get the bomb down. Astro, though, it's a free headshot there.
The bomb is planted for CT. You have the perfect after-plant positions. A 5 versus 4. Shani throwing away the advantage, but King Kong's on from behind as he makes his mark in towards Kitchen, but eventually going to be traded out there by Astro as the retake comes in 2 via CT, a 2 versus 3. This is a real chance now for Enclave.
Need to get this round on the board. Here we go, 3 stack on CT, and that's going to be one already going down. Here we go, trying to find Dances, but he's jumping around. Will go down in the end. Here's the thing, you can jump around like that, and you'll dodge a couple of bullets, but you're never going to hit a shot while you're midair. So it's kind of an awkward situation to find yourself in there. Scout comes on through, though, so should be an interesting second round.
Maybe you can hit a shot in the air.
Yeah, maybe.
With the Scout. Jumping Scout. 25 frags for Fry1. Oh, I keep calling him Fry1. His name used to be FRE11, like it's in Fry, but I kept calling him Fry1. I kind of like that name.
But I think I called him, I think the first game I cast a Fry, because I think it was FREI1 or something like that. I think I called him Fryle, because I thought it was an L.
Yeah,
one.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Oh my. Well, speaking of forced by victories, Link, Fry, they all chime in together. 5 versus 2 suddenly when they're trying to go up towards B short. They went for the B take, but the problem is though, when you don't smoke off the top of connector, well, the firing squad's going to be waiting for you right there.
Yeah, it's all gone a little bit wrong, hasn't it, that one? Suddenly 2 UMPs to defend this site with. I mean, it's possible, especially in close range, but here we go. Time to make it happen. Headshots coming on through. Suddenly things seem a little bit more even. It's going to be him going down in the end, and the Scout comes on true. It's going to be Craig getting that defuse for themselves. Wind and Rain. They've shut down Enclave. They've managed to take themselves the round after the pistol. It's just... The second that Wind and Rain won any round in this half, you're instantly kind of like, okay, well, maybe we're done.
Potentially. You know, this team isn't known for its mental fortitude. It's a very good momentum team. Shiki's a very good caller. You know, when he's 4-0, 5-0 up, he's very good at reading the next move from his opposition. Very strong at T-side calling. You know, I'll always hold him to that. Very strong T-side calling. The issue is, obviously, what happens when your team, you know, aren't hitting their shots? What happens when you need some more elusive and potentially more in-depth tactics? But right now, wide facing towards middle versus Scout isn't really the smartest decision to be making.
Dancy's punishing them so heavily. First one with a headshot, second one just tags him twice. And now Fry, he's heard that there are kills available and he's pushed on into mid. Only going to get one for himself, but even still, the damage is probably done here. Trials does have an AK, but he's going to have to get a full ace if he wants that one. And it's not happening. Astro with a Galil, happy to finish the round off. 13-5 now. Phenomenal stuff coming on through. I want to see Fry's kill count. He's on 28. He can definitely still get the 30 bomb before the game is through.
Yeah, it's crazy. 18 rounds so far been played out and he's on 28 frags. I mean, what do you say? You know, the thing about Wind and Rain is these players can pop off. Dances, Link, Astro, Fry. Cray sometimes, he's more of that supportive player. He's very good at setting up his teammates, but also Cray is an anchor, right? He's that player that in the afterplant, you know he's not over-peaking. You know he's the one that's going to get you trade kill. You know he's the one that is going to be flashing you in. He's going to be having those good grenades uses, but anyway, fast play towards the A side. Enclave trying to see if they can mimic exactly what Wind and Rain dished to them, but not before. Cray chimes in, just as I spoke of his name as well.
Yeah, and you mentioned how Cray's not going to over-peak and everything. Gets that one trade, immediately backs away. Obviously, he was pushed on in. It was unfortunate, but you know, not just trying to stay there and go for the greedy spray or anything like that. Nice, solid play from him. Shani gets one, though. Here we go, 3 versus 2. As Wind and Rain look for the retake. They are going to push for this one, despite being a man down. They still want it. Oh. Lumji's having none of it. Takes the head clean off of Link's shoulders. Now it's all on to Astro. We'll see if he can do anything with this one. Looks like he might just be backing away in the end, though. He's waiting for Trials to peek. But there's no reason for Trials to peek. He's going to go for it, though. Astro finds himself a nice free kill there. Notices the player up top and decides, yeah, I don't want to take another trade.
He's done a good job, though. He's found one exit frag, and that's actually really big. The reason being is, if 3 players survive, then they can drop for the remaining 2. But what happens if only 2 players survive? They can only drop for 2 players when there's 3 that need them. So we could be seeing a UMP, maybe a Galil. We've already got one here already, but is there going to be a player with some weakened firepower? Yes. Shane is going to be going for the Galil. If that player didn't die, that was Trials, he could have dropped over another AK, so it would have been a, what, 5 AK buy, essentially. But still going to be a strong one, though, from Wind and Rain. 4 M4s and a scout coming out from Dancy's. They don't have any Molotovs, but they do have the fuse kit and smokes to work with. Bomb towards ramp. 2 players still towards T-spawn. Cray close in towards ramp. This is the adjustment you can see before playing behind default this time. Going to allow Enclave to push out. Not going to be over-facing. Give away the early frag. As soon as they find the entry, they're going to pounce on this A site, but the smokes are going to be raining in towards the A site now. Cray about to be tested for a second time.
Yeah, we'll see if he can live up. Like Dancy's with that scout. Cray is going to get the first one, though. Doesn't manage to turn it into anything more. 3 versus 2 now. As you see Fry stepping on up 2 for him as well. Link in a 1v1. He's got his opponent blinded. Only just lands the spray. That was very close to disaster. But Wind and Rain take it in the end.
Yeah. Link, known for his first bullet accuracy, maybe not his sprays, and you can see why. But 14-6, Enclave, they're trying to go for the exact same play out through the A site. You saw the instant adjustment there from Cray. He played an angle where he can peek out, fall back, and you saw he waited for the flashbang from his teammate. Obviously, the flashbang didn't connect, so when he faced, they were obviously still facing him, fully capable of killing him. But he bought enough time for the rotations to come in, and as they did, they all fell one by one, much like they are now.
Oh my goodness, Cray. That was beautiful from him, but it's not enough to take a round for himself, but at least he's grabbed himself an AK and a couple of kills. Trials is going to know exactly where he is. He will be able to take that one out in the end. And in fact, there's going to be Wind and Rain taking that one. For some reason, I had a bit of a brain fart there and thought Cray was on the other team because I'm an idiot. It's just the way it goes, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Cray's had a good performance in terms of Counter-Strike when you look at, played for UFrag. Gosh, UK Masters, when did that end? UK Masters ended in August. So from August, playing on UFrag, a top 10 UK team, to now make it onto, one of the top UK teams. He's made a, massive jump and a leap in terms of his performance so far, and his respect within the community as well. He's seen, his value. I'll speak about it a bit more maybe after we round out this matchup, because it is still a 2 versus 4. Maybe there's a chance here for a 7th round, frankly.
Yeah, potentially, but the bomb was spotted when one of the players went down there, so it's not a fun situation. Dancy's gets the headshots around that one out, and that is going to be the game going the way of our CT side. Wind and Rain taking the victory, and an expected victory for them. Something that you would expect with the scoreboard as it was, but